people think of Texas, they think of three things: cowboys, guns, and barbecue. So we're gonna check one of those three off today.
But we might actually see a cowboy with a gun at this barbecue place.
Maybe.
Maybe I become a cowboy.
You can easily become a cowboy.
Hey everybody, it is me, Kyle, and welcome to Dallas, Texas. I'm in Texas finally. In this series, when we go visit all these different cities like Austin and Houston and all that, you're going to be seeing a lot of places, a lot of wonderful food as well, and of course people, such as yourself. And this was all possible thanks to my buddy Khanh right here of the Texas Realtors Network. And this guy knows Texas real estate like nobody else, and he knows Texas really well too. So the first thing that we're gonna eat is authentic Texas food. What are we eating?
We're gonna have some bún chả today.
Okay, so we are done with that meal. Really good stuff, and I just came from Hanoi too, by the way. We are in the Garland area, right? So tell me about that.
Well, Garland is where you're gonna find some of the highest concentration of Vietnamese people. And when you want good, authentic food, there's no better place to go than Garland, Texas.
Okay, so let's go check out the surrounding area and see what other Vietnamese places that we can check out.
Sounds good. Dallas has a very large population of Vietnamese. However, unlike Houston, where it's concentrated solely in one city, Dallas is spread out through some of its areas such as Arlington, Plano, Garland, Richardson. But if you put the combined number, I would say it almost rival Houston. Texas has a lot to offer, and depending on the city that you're in, each city has its own uniqueness, just as Vietnam, where you'll have your Saigon, you'll have your Nha Trang, Da Nang, and so forth.
What's so special about Dallas?
What's so special about Dallas? Well, we just like to say it's where the highest concentration of maybe perhaps commerce is. There was an article not too long ago stating that Texas, specifically Dallas, can overtake New York in the next 10-15 years as the financial capital headquarter of the U.S. So that just goes to show you just how strong the economy is in Texas. And what's special about Dallas is diversity. It truly is diversity. Whatever you want, food, culture, you'll find it all here in Dallas. And life is better with option when it's more diverse, at least in my opinion.
The thing about, like, when people say they're from Dallas, right, it means the Dallas, most of the time, the Dallas metro area.
Correct.
Right? And it's made of small cities. So it's equivalent to where I'm from, California. When people say Orange County, they actually mean cities like Orange, the city of Garden Grove, Westminster, Santa Ana. This is very similar, except this is more freeway based, I think, right?
Freeway based.
Because it's bigger, right?
Bigger.
There's more to it. It's the streets are a lot bigger. That's the first thing I noticed if you compare California and Texas. It's quite similar though, right? I mean, driving on this road, we could, if you told me, be in California, and I would believe you, right? It's not different. There's no like, you know, wild leaf rolling through, or you know. So it's not as people might imagine.
Not at all. It's not the stereotypical image that people have when they think of Texas.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. But you do have to drive. You really feel like you really do have to drive here. It's everything is spaced out.
If you are not in downtown, depending on the suburb that you're in, you're usually within a 10 to 15 minute drive without traffic to get to the center. So. But again, that's just Texas. It's just so freaking big.
Yep. So we are in line. The country music is blaring through the speakers.
And you're in Texas. You gotta listen to the country music.
It's kind of hit me. It kind of hit me that, yeah. We're in Texas. Check out this line, guys. Check out this long line. You know it's good if there's a line.
Outside of the building.
Outside of the building, yeah.
So he's asking, do you want a to-go box to take it back home to Vietnam?
Very surreal moment, you know, because I was just in Vietnam, and here I am in Texas, and it still feels like Vietnam, but not really, obviously, right? So, yeah. And here people actually understand me.